tutorial on how to play a instrumental version of Hey There Delilah. Alright, so this is going to be the left hand technique to give you the melody line for the song. So it's going to start out on the C chord, and I'm not going to talk about the right hand in too much detail right now, but just to let you know, make sure that your ring finger is always on the melody line that you're going to be playing. So start with your ring finger of your right hand on the high E string. Okay, just so you guys know that. And then for the left hand it goes... So that first part is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times on the high E string of the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then shift your wrist and then bar the high E string of the 1st fret. Okay, like that. Bar it. So far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar. Open E string. Back to the bar. This is all on the E string. Okay, and then it goes to the same melody line, those same notes, but with the E minor chord. It's a little bit easier. So you're going to go from pinky to pointer finger on this melody line. Okay, same notes, same number of times. So far. And then open E string to the A minor chord. Okay. You're going to go to the F melody line, still on the high E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times on the high E string. 3, and then on the 4th time you slide up to the G bar chord. And then open B string on this G chord twice. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 on the B string, then E string. That, and then to the A minor again. Melody line on the high E string, open. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, open. Just like that. Okay? Now for the second part of the melody line it goes like this. Alright, now that part is open E string 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then B string of the 3rd fret with your pinky. So 1, 2, 3, 3rd fret, and then go to the 1st fret of the B string, while holding the normal C chord. So twice on that note, and then down to the 1st fret of the B string. 1 time, and then open B string. So you're just going to take your pointer finger off. So far it's 2, 3. And then you're going to go back, put your finger back on that 1st fret of the B string for the C chord. But when you go back on, you're going to pull off when you pluck the B string. So like that. Okay, so after the pull off, then you go to the A minor chord and pluck the G string. Okay? Alright? And the next part goes, fingering the normal C chord, plucking the G string 3 times. 1, 2, 3, then pinky on the 3rd fret of the D string. And then down to the 2nd fret of the D string, and then open D string, and then A minor on the D string. So that's... Play it one more time. Okay? Now that melody line, that whole thing is just going to be repeated as many times as you want to do it. But this second part, that part is repeated one more time. So you play that 2 times total before you go back to the beginning of the verse. So now that we have the left hand melody line established, we're going to go to the right hand technique to play that melody line. Alright, now for the right hand technique. So there's 2 rules when playing this song to make sure that you're doing throughout the song, to make sure you're doing it right. So rule number 1 is the bass line is always going to be played at the same beat in the same rhythm. The whole time like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then while you're playing that bass line, those bass notes, whatever chords you're playing, you take the bass note of that chord and that's the note you're going to be playing for each individual chord. So if I'm playing a C chord, do the low C note. Okay? If I'm doing the E minor, play the low E. Okay? It's that simple. It doesn't matter what chord you're doing. And then rule number 2 is that you always play the melody line with your ring finger, and then your middle finger is going to accompany your ring finger by playing the next string above it, wherever the melody line is. So if the melody line is on the high E string, which it is for most of this song, my middle finger, if my ring finger is playing the high E string, my middle finger is going to be playing the B string. So if I'm playing the B string, my middle finger is going to be playing the G string. Alright, it's that simple. So to start the song, it's just going to be like... Alright, your middle finger is just to accompany your ring finger when it's playing the melody line. Now, those are the 2 rules, and then when applying that to the song, making sure that your thumb is doing downstrokes to play these bass notes. Keep that rhythm the whole time. Don't stop. Don't take breaks. Alright? And then all you gotta do is just add that melody line, keeping the beat. 4. It's that simple. Alright, now that was playing it slow. Now just make sure you practice it to make sure you can play the melody line and the bass notes at the same time. That's probably going to be the hardest part, but overall it's a pretty easy song to play instrumentally. That's all there is to it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.